the meeting today that comprised of people from different regions and experts that drive an agenda, that sought to drive an agenda for our region, went down to the ground and looked at things that matter to us as a people. And as I've said, in a region, for example, like Kisii, there are things that matter for discussions. When you talk about coffee, when you talk about tea, when you talk about soapstone, that is something that touches on the people. And that boils down to things that we talk about when we talk about the bottom-up economy. If you raise the value of the soapstone, for example, for the people of South Mugrango, then you'll have raised the stake, you'll have touched the common person down there, and that is what you're talking about. Because as it is right now, the people that do soapstone mining in the villages do not have anything to do like the industry, for example. They have no market that is ready. There is no value addition for such matter. And that is why we talk about this bottom-up economy.
We have had a productive consultative meeting with elected leaders, professionals, civil society, and other stakeholders from the Nyanza region. This is part of the ongoing Hustler Nation discourse that puts issues of ordinary people, mama mboga, border operators, farmers, traders, pastoralists, fishermen at the center of our political conversation. This is a new paradigm premised on freeing our country from ethnic politics and conversations that is only centered on leaders. We have a new engagement of people-centered issues with tangible, life-changing results. At the core of the Hustler Nation conversation is the bottom-up economic model that focuses on enterprises at the bottom of our social and economic pyramid. This is a departure from the trickle-down model that has for years excluded millions of citizens from the economic mainstream, denying them the opportunity to realize their full potential. This model has failed to create enough jobs, expand opportunities, and bring prosperity. Instead, it has fostered a hostile environment, benefited a few, bred corruption, patronage, and cartels.
We have, based on the same, come up with a harmonized economic development position for the Nyanza region, which is aligned effectively to Hustler philosophy and the basic tenets and principles of the bottom-up economic model.
Our tribe is Hustler bottom-up economic model, full stop. They know that they don't understand this model. It's because they want to confuse Kenyans by some meaningless slogans and statements which don't make sense. And because those who fear change will always resist that change. We are telling them the moment of that change is now, and the moment of discussing economic empowerment vis-a-vis political position sharing is long gone. And I do believe that our Deputy President, the 5th President of this Republic of Kenya, is capable and able and meaning and willing to deliver Kenyan from here to the next level.
The test is between those who want to change the constitution and us who want to change the economy. The contest is between the bottom up and trickle down. The contest is between those who want to create positions as we want to create jobs. Our priority as a bottom-up, those who believe in a bottom-up economic model, is to make sure that millions of youths who are jobless in this country get jobs. And that's why we retreat and come to such a function to actually see how we can be able to help our people as a region and as a country.
Diversity of Nyanza together to discuss the economic priorities of the region. Your Excellency, we are persuaded by your policy proposition
on how to implement the bottom-up strategy. Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to say that this is a step that is consistent with the constitutional imperative that requires public engagement in policy development. And this will go a long way in shaping the next government that we are waiting for. Your Excellency, at this juncture, I want to call upon the people from the Lake region to liberalize the political landscape so that they can enjoy the diversity of information that is available in the political space. It is by liberalizing that you will appreciate the different policy propositions that will inform the decision-making going forward. I know, Your Excellency, you have told us and assured us that the next step will be to take this conversation to the grassroots. We want to appeal that let the competition shift from position competition to policy proposition competition so that the best can win and Kenya will gain going forward. Your Excellency, our counties, the 6 counties here assembled, all generate a GDP of about 100 billion every year. With a bottom-up approach, you are going to re-engineer the economy at the grassroots that will triple the GDP of these counties in a matter of 2 to 3 years. So we look forward to that empowering dispensation that will give our youth employment, that will give our women opportunity to do business, and that will build this Kenya to the level that we look forward to see it. Thank you very much.
I am sure we have always dealt with the political issues without addressing the economic issues. And therefore, the issues that we have discussed about agriculture, the issue about the sugar industry, the coffee, the tea, education, all these are critical issues that it touches on our people and our region. And that actually addresses or brings into focus the current conversation. The conversation that has addressed the issue of not positions, but has addressed the issue that it touches on the mamambogas, that it touches on the border borders, that it touches on the common mwananchi. And Your Excellency, we want to say, as a region, for a long time, we have not had this chance to come together. And therefore, all that we have consolidated through our technical team, together with the political class, will assist to assist that region move forward politically.
At the end of the 5 years, the people are still at the point where we found them. Those promises have not been fulfilled. Because the model that has been applying, the trickle-down model, ni kama ile maji ambao which comes down in drops. And when it comes down in drops, it will be enjoyed by very few people. It will touch very few people. That's why I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for this bottom-up model that we are introducing. And I cannot understand whatsoever why people with ordinary knowledge cannot understand the bottom-up model that will begin at the bottom. Will begin at the bottom and improve their welfare so that we cover a bigger base.
the bottom-up policy is the way to go. We know people are opposing it, but that's normal because people always are anti-change. But what they forget is that one thing that is always constant is change. We are prepared and we will pursue this policy which has been proven a success in other countries, in other areas, and we are sure that Kenya will be better under the 50th President, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto.